The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peters. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 52 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on third and long. Peters. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on third down, Allen. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. McCaffrey. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Now Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. And
they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Packers nothing.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I run for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, we gon' hide. I can never switch, now they play my ride.
Here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Peters. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Under 10, 10. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the gun on third down. Peters. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Check, check, ready, tight go. Check.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Peters. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Kyle Duggar. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Around his goal line. Here's Allen. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Peters. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on 2nd down. Peters. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card week. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's second down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. On the ground, McCaffrey. Got some room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
First down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on first down. Goodwin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check, 59.
Looking to throw. Peters. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Peters. That one caught by Carlson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Peters making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's get there. Slam, slam, slam.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score. Packers 14. Panthers 13. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Off play action. Peters looking deep in the direction of Coop. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Allen off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
62 yards on
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Panthers.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Packers' 3-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. To throw, it's Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Back in 60. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 59, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Peters. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. action. Now it's Allen. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Point conversion.
He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Peters. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Peters. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
14.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Getting footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. I'm here all day. Let's win. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
waiting from the gun. Peters. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the screen. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. We want this.
Now a handoff to Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's 3rd and 5.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mike, check, 59, 59. He don't know no better. Make the 60,
From the gun, it's Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Panthers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use...
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The Packers will set up.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 30-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to advance to the divisional round. And Carlson missed it. Pulled it to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. 12 yards there and a first down.
39-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw on second down. Peters. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
On third down, Peters. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Carolina.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.